ecosystem is critical to a country's development and growth. But very realistically, let's not go up high in the air. What, at the level of, say, the UK or private sector, or the government, at the realistic level, what would have made your life easier? What can you learn from this event in terms of developing a more active entrepreneurial environment?
I'm really sorry for answering this not in a professional way, but I'll tell you what made me, not the system, not the country, not anything. So basically, my mom told me this, you can make it for sure. So I disregarded everything else. So I always have to believe that this I can make it. I'm coming from a very rough background, so I have nothing. Our system in Egypt was not as amazing system. Now we have a much, much better system. So only a mindset. It's not an excuse that Western countries are doing amazing for the startup scene. That's honestly, it's not true. Honestly, it's not true. The Middle East also they are doing amazing for the startup scene today. Just people that do not believe that they can make it. We just need to push them and to make them believe that they can make it. It's not a rocket science, that's all. So you need someone in your life to change your life. You need someone in your life to make you believe that you can make it.
Just to follow up on the two earlier questions. If in the entrepreneurship world, I think the biggest difference between us and at least the West is the acceptance of failure, right? The social acceptance of failure, there is a lot more prevalent. Legally, failure is a bit, or not a good thing, it's an accepted thing. You can fail and then you can rise again. For entrepreneurs, the more you fail, the better you are. Here, socially and legally and everything, does not encourage failure, or there's a big fear of failure. How do you see that this can be a difference between here and the US? How can this be fixed? If that makes sense. Or do you even agree with it?
It will never be fixed. Have a tougher skin, honestly. Have a tough skin. Failure, you cannot ask the system to upload when there is a failure. So when there is a failure, they will not accept the failure. By default, they will never accept the failure. It's all about you. Have a tougher skin, accept when you fail, you can be punished. There is no, in my humble opinion, there is no other way. You cannot ask the system when there is a failure to upload. And tell you good work, bravo, continue failing again, continue failing again. I do not believe in this. I believe if there is a failure, I should tell them this is a failure and depends on the punishment. And you should accept the punishment to learn. I'm sorry I'm very conventional, I'm the old school.
Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Probably this is one of the very few times since I started this entrepreneurial thing to talk in English. I'm not sure if everyone understands well.
Thanks so much for that. This is Ahmad, Campbell Invest, Director of Digital Innovation. And my question here is related to innovation, but generic, not the technology itself. So empowering innovation, you're working every day in the morning and have a big idea in your head, okay? But the big ideas needs financial support. This will assume, of course. So how do you actually balance between the big ideas and filtering them down and the financial support to maintain financial sustainability for the project that you choose, and of course growth in the long term. So how do you actually filter? What's the process of filtering these big ideas into applicable ideas that will bring growth in the long term? And at the same time, you can see for sure that there will be like financial sustainability supporting this big idea. Thank you.
I'm a big fan of vital few trigger man. I'm a big fan of Pareto. I believe that if everyone is following Pareto, the 80-20 rule, we're gonna have great success. I'm not a big fan of very creative, innovative idea. It happens, definitely it happens. But it happens probably 1% of the time or even less. I'm a big fan of the very conventional, normal business ideas. And we take the business and we go into the details of details of details of details of it. And see every single chain in this business, how to be creative and how to be innovative. And how to give value proposition that is different than all the others. I'm not a big fan of very creative and innovative idea, holistic, or the idea of very innovative and creative. Because it takes a lot to reach there, which I'm not really this person. But I'm a very big fan of having a conventional idea, but doing it in a very creative way, innovative way, filling every single gap, being having a position and that differentiates the business from the competitors, having multiple barrier of entry. They do not allow people to come in even if they have deep pockets. Again, you asked about financial. Going through this, and I claim that I went through a few startups, at least hundreds. Trust me, financing is the least concern. It's really crazy how people think that financing is the key. So I went one day, and I'm a big fan to go to the governor. So if I'm invited in Cairo, mostly I do not go. But if I go to the more of the village side, and so if I have time, I definitely want to go. They are hungry. They believe that they can make it and they will make it. But one day I went to Tanta, place called Tanta. So the guy is doing a robotic project. So I asked him, but I've seen this, no one did it. So he told me, no, in Tanta, no one. So I'm the only one doing this in Tanta. Which is honestly crazy. We don't have an excuse. We are open to the world. At my era, at my time, back in early 90s, if you are in the tech business, and if you are not in Silicon Valley, you're no one. Do not even try. If you're in the tech business and you're not going to Silicon Valley, you're no one. You're not going to be number one, never, ever. And if you are in the finance business and you're not in New York or London or Singapore, you're also no one. Today, even if you are in wherever you are, you really can be number one. You just need to believe firmly to believe in this. So again, firmly believe in this, firmly do a proper benchmark. Do not tell me that I'm the best in this room. Tell me who is the best in the world, how I can achieve, possible or not, and what are the details, what are the milestones, how to measure it. And tell me, I studied this project very well, I did the gap analysis very well, these are my competitors, this is exactly the comparison, and all of these details, trust me, you will find investor queuing to do it for you, queuing. Don't tell me, but marketing, I don't understand. Finance, I don't speak finance. Supply chain, no, I'm not a big fan. Banking, no. But I have the idea. It does not work. In my humble opinion, does not work. And if it works, it won't be sustainable. It will fail. at the first bump on the road it will fail.
Hi. So, if you had a chance to start over with zero money, zero connections, so what you would do?
Start every day. I start, trust me, you don't believe me, probably no one believe me. I start every day with this, with the perception, with zero money, with the perception of everything. I'm not sure I'm gonna do the same exactly or not. I'm gonna study a bit more, I'm gonna do the numbers more, I'm gonna do finance more. I will speak more of the business language, which is the numbers language. But more or less I'm gonna do the same. Honestly, alhamdulillah, I'm happy where I am. I'm happy with the journey. Before starting this, I know I'm gonna be a bit dramatic saying this, but before starting the journey of the entrepreneurs, and because my passion was always education. So since 1995, I was always having the passion of education for the people. And alhamdulillah, I started the platform of education in schools and universities in Egypt.